Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to Vivid Collectibles. My name is Danny, and I'm going to be reviewing the Spider-Man premium format by Sideshow Collectibles. This is the most recent Spider-Man release, well, straight up Spider-Man release, and this was sculpted by the great Daniel Bell. It's meant to complement the other two pieces, the Miles Morales and the Gwen Stacy, with this perspective base, which not everyone's a fan of. Now that I have it in hand, I think it looks pretty good. I do have my issues with it, and there is one major flaw that I want to bring to your attention in the event you do want to get this statue. This was sculpted by Daniel Bell. They made, I believe, 750 total, and it's currently waitlisted and hard to get. Great sculpt on this. Really nice paint job. Great details on Spider-Man. The base, you can take it or leave it depending on how you feel about it. It is pretty cool, and it is different, but in my opinion, it is the best sculpted Spider-Man that I've seen to date. So without much further ado, we're going to get into this review. Alright, as usual, we're going to begin with this sub base, right? And take a look at this sub base. It's a very small sub base, and if you notice, it's shaped like a triangle. Well, that is this statue's biggest flaw. If you take a look at the sub base, it's angled. Let's see if I can show you this right. So the sub base is angled like so, right, on both sides. If you push this a little bit, it'll just topple over because it's heaviest where he's got his hand stretched out. I had an issue where this is the second one that I bought, because the first one, I was moving something, I slightly bumped into the table on the wrong angle, and this thing completely tumbled over. And it's really a design flaw because they're not supposed to fall that easy. I mean, it's just a little nudge, and it fell because of that really poor sub base design. There's nothing to support it. So anyways, plain black, sub base, and then you have this perspective base of Oscorp building and Spider-Man basically jumping through buildings, and they're stickers. They're not really even just painted, but they look pretty good. It does create that effect. And the purples and the blues, and you have beiges and different colors and oranges, they all work. They all seem like it would clash, with the Spider-Man figure, but actually in person it looks really good. I'm still not 100% crazy about it, especially with that flaw that I mentioned, but it is what it is. And as far as I'm concerned, this is easily the best sculpted Spider-Man statue that I've ever seen. So let's get to the star of the show on this one, which is really this incredibly sculpted and painted Spider-Man figure. So here we go. So what do we have? We have a very muscular and athletic Peter Parker. Look at the muscles on this guy. Look at his physique and all of the definition that's really sculpted in there, but painted so well that it just accentuates all of the different tendons and muscle striations and that crazy acrobatic Peter Parker pose. It looks like he's about to jump from building to building. So let's go back down here. Look at the paint and sculpt and all the nice details on his, I guess, boot of his outfit. But again, all of these little lines are sculpted in there that I just painted. And then look at the muscle definition. Mr. Bell is an expert in anatomy. So you can see where the outfit is tugging on the pants, right? Tugging right here by the butt section. So I love the shadows and the shading on this. You see it's kind of darker, almost black in the bottom, and then it gets like a light blue in the top where it's exposed to the light. So that the blues are like that, and so are the reds that are almost orange, right? Throughout the outfit. Spider-Man symbol back here, really nice. Again, look at the musculature on this guy's back. You can see the spine there by the belt line. The seams on his costume. Look at the gnarly fingers. Very cool. Again, anatomy and pose on this are amazing. This is a great Spider-Man portrait with those modern big bug eyes. Look at that. Amazing paintwork on that. The top of it is almost orangey to reflect that light. Look at the tendons on his fingers. You can see on the forearms. This is a very fit Peter Parker. And a very athletic looking statue with a great pose and paint job. Look at that. Easily the best Peter Parker I've ever seen. The paint's vibrant. The sculpt speaks to you. You know, he really comes alive. And then you see him shooting that web. Very, very, very cool. So I really like the Spider-Man figure itself a lot. The base isn't bad in person, but I can take it or leave it. But there is that real critical flaw. This thing will tumble over. The way that I have him displayed right now, I have him here just below the Noir and next to the Captain America. And I'm supporting him, leaning him a little bit on that so he can never tumble to the right. But as far as paint and sculpt, easily the best Spider-Man statue out there. It's not even close. This thing is amazing. I've seen it in person and I just had to have it. There is one minor nitpick that I have on the Spider-Man himself. And some of the seams, you know, it's hard to get rid of these seams on Spider-Man statues. Usually on the portrait you have a pretty bad one. This one has a little bit of a seam. It isn't that noticeable. But here the arms key in and you can see a bit of a seam. It's a little bit of a nitpick. It's not terrible. And it blends in considering you have all the black lines on the costume. But, you know, it's not perfect, but it's by far and away the best looking Spider-Man statue I've ever seen. You know, as far as the overall package, again, the base will not be to everyone's liking. I don't mind it. I don't love it, however, but I do love the Spider-Man sculpt and paint and just everything about this statue speaks to me. This was a short review. I hope that you liked it. Let me get back to something else that I forgot to mention. It comes in a very small box. It does have straps as well, which is nice to have. So this is a space-saving statue, which I really appreciate because you can find a spot for him. Again, the issue is going to be that base is not the most stable if you push it, especially to his left, your right. This thing will tumble over and break in a million pieces. I would know I had it happen, and it was not much fun. But again, small box, small footprint on the statue, great anatomy and paint work on Spider-Man, hit or miss base. But again, I'm happy to have him. I think he looks really good with the rest of the collection. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you're going to get them, if you've had them, if you have any experience with what I'm talking about with the base. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care.